Barbados Road Tennis Open final ladies first up. Sheldene Walrond versus Rachel Smith in the pink shirt. First game, Smith came out firing, takes an early 4-1 lead. Could this be the year that Smith turns the corner and secures a maiden BRTO title? It certainly wasn't going to be a cakewalk because Walrond also had her eyes on that $20,000 top prize, beautiful straight drive. But with a little cushion in the scoring column, Smith would take the first game at 21-14. The second, vital, and Walrond had to buckle down, and that she did, easing to a 9-4 advantage. Smith's backarm not dialed in. To let Walrond back into contention would be a recipe for disaster, and Smith was feeling the pressure. The stage set for an epic third game. Walrond showing her class, 21-13 then in the second. We're tied at 1 apiece. Smith, way too long. Everything on the line then in the decider. Both players calculating every shot. The exchange is gripping, to say the least. Unforced error, Walrond. One of the best rallies of the contest, with the scores locked at 8-all. Defense mixed with attack. Loving the footwork and focus to keep the ball in play. Which way will it go? Walrond finds the corner pocket.
With bated breath.
The momentum of the game changed after the mandatory switch of ends, and it was Walrond who had Smith in a tangle. The serve equally as lethal. Walrond can see the finish line. Smith consigned to defeat. Match point, Sheldene Walrond coming back from a game down to defeat Rachel Smith and take home that $20,000. 14-21, 21-13, 21-13. What a performance. On to the men's showdown now. Epic would be an understatement. Shakeem Nurse in the blue versus defending champion Venom Griffith. Nurse displaying maturity beyond his years, rallying well against the best in the business. Griffith not standing idly by, punching time and time again with that forearm drive, backing Nurse off the baseline. But whenever you're playing Venom, there has to be calculated risk involved, and Nurse ensured that he moved the champion around the court before a body shift that thrilled the hundreds in attendance. Boy, was he enjoying his time on court. Well, he repeated the dosage the very next play, moving light on his feet and flashing that forearm down the line. He leads 15-10. Fast forward, and Nurse lost the plot a little. Griffith coming back from being down 16-20 to draw a level at 20-all. Nurse with a bad miss. Now the pressure is at fever pitch. But with nerves of steel, Nurse garnered the 2 points necessary and took the first game at 22-20. The drive down the line, eye candy. Fine margins in this 3 best-of-5 matchup. Second game locked at 14-all then. Griffith, with some critical mistakes, leaves the door open for Nurse into the advertising. From 18-15, Nurse would pile more pressure on Venom, securing the second and leaving one last hurdle to clear for one of the biggest upsets in the sport's modern history. Griffith looking perturbed, and for good reason. 21-15 then to Nurse. The third was all style and flair from the young man. Anton Lil Man Danny will be proud. The balance and poise at the net, priceless. More of the good stuff. Welcome to Barbados Fashion Week. This one was for the photographers. On one leg, the body shift of the year. Game and match point. Griffith with the unforced error. And what a moment for Nurse. He has done what many have failed to do in major competitions. Defeat Venom Griffith in 3 straight games. 22-20, 21-15, 21-15. Well done indeed.